everybody. We're back after a special absence due to weather conditions. We had to temporarily postpone our show from March 8th because we had environmental conditions that we could not control, and we did not know how to do it. So we just said, why don't we just put it off until the 22nd? And here we are. Hi, gang.
Yay.
Hey,
Hey David.
How's everybody feeling today?
Tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Like that I know that feeling well.
Mother Nature needs to take her balancing medication, whatever it may be. And, yeah. You know, natural Prozac. We need to give her some Prozac and get right into spring. Enough with the snow.
Yeah, get back on track. Well, we had a tornado go through here, small one, the other day, and it's cold. So the weather is very unusual.
Unpredictable.
Yeah.
Unpredictable. So tonight, guys, we're lucky because yesterday they announced the Daytime Emmy Finals. And we're here to spout off our views to begin with. Anthony, do you have anything you'd like to share before we get started with the Daytime Emmy roll?
I do, actually. I got confirmation on Monday that Jeannie Francis has come to an agreement with General Hospital. The speculation that went on back and forth. She will be back on canvas in June for a huge storyline, which will also involve Jonathan Jackson's limited run return mid-June, and it's slated to go through November sweeps. So I am really excited to have finally heard that.
It is?
Yeah,
wow,
and I'm excited too. I was given permission to say that tonight, and I will be posting a special blog about it on my Facebook page on Saturday. So you guys can look forward to that because I actually spoke to Jeannie herself.
Oh, wonderful.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I did.
That sounds amazing. I like it when there's in and out like that, and you have contact with him personally.
You know,
awesome.
we had a little bit of discussion about recurring status, so on and so forth, and veterans.
Yeah.
And you know, part of my blog is going to focus around soap fans, you know, taking a little bit of kind of a breath about people popping in and out. It makes for great story. It makes for more actors being able to work. And even if you can't, like, I'm a huge Lucy Coe fan. I'd like to see Lucy Coe on screen every day, all day. But it's not possible. So I will rejoice when I can see her and not lament and or bitch, for lack of a better word, when I can't see her. I will rejoice for the moments that I can, and I'm going to focus a lot on that. And Jeannie had a few interesting things to say, so look forward to that. As far as, I'll segue, as far as the Emmy nominations are concerned, it looks like Candice and I both hit pretty much on point for most of the categories in our, you know, guessing lists. I can't say that I'm surprised how it turned out, but I am a little disappointed.
Okay. I haven't taken a look at them myself. Are you ready? Okay.
Go ahead, David.
All right. Here we go. I'm coming up on the Gold Derby site. Where would you like to start?
Let's start with show, then lead, then supporting, you know, and go from highest to lowest categories.
All right. You want? See if I can bring it up here.
Well, the easiest one to start with show is all four were nominated because there's only four left to nominate.
Makes it easy.
it seems like internet-wise, there's a lot of support for Bold and Beautiful. It seems like the bets are on Bold and Beautiful this year, which surprises me.
Yeah.
For myself speaking, I'm placing my bets on Days of Our Lives with a secondary runner-up to General Hospital. I think Bold would be in the third position. And unfortunately, that leaves Young and the Restless as far as, numbers are concerned in the fourth position. Candice, what do you think?
Go ahead.
Candice?
Candice, you on?
All right.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see if she block out. She was there. She's online.
Yeah.
There you. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes, we can
hear you.
You're
a little muffled.
I'm a little muffled. Hold on. This speaker.
No, that's better.
That's better.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now? Good?
Yep.
Yes.
I would say it's really going to come down between Young and the Restless and Days of Our Lives. Days of Our Lives, obviously, for the 2017 year was amazing, considering the fact that they switched writers, as well as General Hospital and Young and the Restless, as far as that goes. Young and the Restless had a lot of good story that kind of went under the radar, so to speak, compared to Days and the General Hospital. So I think it is going to be a tie between Days and Young and the Restless, with General Hospital kind of being the wild card.
Okay. What about you, David?
Okay.
What do you think?
Days is looking pretty good for me right now. I don't know. General Hospital is coming up with a close second. Although altogether we know that General Hospital has received more nominations.
And Carolyn, I'm assuming you're going to go with Days.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Days. I'm gonna hold my breath.
Are you guys surprised that Bold and the Beautiful is getting so much internet buzz for this year?
Surprised? I think they need it.
Is it positive or is it negative or what?
Yeah, right now they're the front runner for best drama, and that surprises the heck out of me.
Really? Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, when you think
all right,
about
David, why don't we jump right into? Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was
you want
say,
best actress?
When you think about 2017, Bo did do a lot of good things. I mean, they had the best surprise of 2017 was Sheila's return. So that might help. I don't know.
Anything's possible.
It might help, but I'm going to place it on like bet money, money kind of category for the night, and my money is definitely on Days for this year.
Yeah, Sheila came back, but it kind of fell flat, didn't it? Not that I just heard.
Yeah, it fell horribly flat.
Yeah,
they had a great surprise moment also when they did a dream sequence that no one knew was a dream sequence of Quinn killing Katie. And the internet exploded over that, and their viewership went up for 2 weeks. But then it kind of that also fell flat. They rushed through that story so quickly, brought in Deacon, ushered Deacon out 2 days later, and that really hurt. That really hurt their viewership base. People were really unhappy with being sucked in for a surprise moment, only to have the storylines be rushed through and ushered out as quickly as they were.
Yeah.
Well, the anticipation of her coming back was, I was following that, and I remember. Yeah, and then it was, it didn't go well, which I'm surprised.
And with an actress with an actress like Kimberly Brown, you know, to not utilize, you know, that, I mean, there's hardly anyone in the history of the genre, let alone on the, you know, on the four soaps now, that can pull off dramatic, those pauses, the faces, the evil that creeps through her voice when she's on point. You know, to not utilize any of that and give her like victim status just infuriated those of us who know Sheila, you know, Nurse Sheila Carter, Crazy Sheila Carter, Baby Switching Sheila Carter.
Yeah.
You know, they relegated her to a victim, which, you know, Sheila Carter is just not a victim.
No.
She's not a victim. They wanted to try and reinvent her and maybe give her a little redemption, but she's been gone past the area of redemption for so long. I don't think there was ever a chance of ever bringing her back.
No.
And if they were going for redemption, the writing, I didn't even think that was the focus of it. If that was the focus of it, then the writing was so horrible, somebody should be lashed on the side of the barn.
And I think
all right, David, let's jump.
To do it.
Yeah. Hand me the whip. And I think Kimberlyn herself would definitely take a few licks. Let's jump right in lead actress.
Lead actor, are you ready? Okay. Carolyn, we even got some for you.
I think it goes lead actor and then lead actress, supporting actor.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll just go.
You ready for this one? Okay. Number 1, Peter Bergman, The Young and the Restless.
Shocking.
Michael Easton, General Hospital. John McCook, The Bold and the Beautiful.
Shocking.
Billy Miller, General Hospital.
Shocking.
James Reynolds, Days of Our Lives.
Finally.
Amen. Well, I think that's it. It's a finally, but I don't know. Brian DiTillo did a phenomenal job this year, so I'm a little disappointed. That's my take on Days.
I absolutely agree with you, but he should have been nominated. He should have been put in for supporting actor, and he definitely would have gotten the nom.
Somewhere he should have been put in somewhere.
I was told he did put in.
Drop the ball. Really?
I was told he did put in for the prenom, but he didn't.
He put in for lead actor.
He
put in for supporting actor. He put in for lead. Yep.
Oh, so that you feel that's okay? He should have been supporting, and he might have had a chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
He could have.
I think. He would have had more than a chance. I'm sure he would have gotten a nom if he had put in for supporting.
Interesting. Well, there isn't anybody that directs them as to how to go, or is that all up to the actor?
I think that's up to the actor.
Actually, no, it's actually. Yeah, it's a team effort. They actually sit down with the executive producers, and decide as a group. Usually.
Well, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but there seems to be a lot of balls that are being dropped. Because I thought his contribution to having an addiction and coming out of it, I thought he did phenomenal this year.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Peter and John, they're phenomenal actors.
Yep.
But this is the nod to history rather than to the body of work this year.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Michael Easton, it really does surprise me that he came all the way through to the final. He also, I think, would be better placed in supporting, and that's a politics game, I think. Billy Miller doesn't surprise me at all, and my feeling is this is Billy Miller's year. for a bunch of different reasons, but up to and including the work itself. And that's my take on this category.
So you feel that he's going to take it?
Billy Miller, yeah, I do.
Okay.
You know, I think, you know, there's a lot of politics that go into this. And they want, you know, there's a big kind of undertone to justification of actors that have such an iconic presence on one show, you know, rising and shining on another show. Oh, Lord. Okay. Rising and shining on another show. So, you know, and then there's the work. He really, you know, with taking a stone cold character, breathing life into it, breathing uncertainty, he really did a phenomenal job. And a lot of his work went under the radar this year because there was so much other stuff going on. But, you know, those scenes where he was standing in the precinct, I mean, you know, that's daytime at its best. I'm referring to when he was standing in the precinct with Drew and Sam, and it was revealed as to who the real Jason was. Everything leading up to that, as far as his work is concerned, and then that moment is daytime at its best. Miller is a powerhouse performer. I love Peter Bergman. I love John McCook. But, you know, they didn't really have a lot of outstanding work this year. You know, I'm sorry, but those two nods were because of history rather than the work itself.
Yeah, the little bit that I watch the other soaps, it just seems that they're going through the motions. They're there. They've been there for so many years, and nothing spectacular that I see. So, does everyone agree?
No.
Candice?
I mean, I just want to say one more thing.
Okay.
I really believe that James Reynolds should take it, but I don't think he's going to. Go ahead, Candice. Sorry.
I was going to say, I mean, I agree with Billy Miller. Like, Billy Miller is just a powerhouse actor. He brings it. I also got to say the same thing about Peter Bergman and John McCook, as well as James Reynolds. Michael Easton, I am actually surprised, but I'm so happy because this is his first nomination ever. That's the crazy part, is that this is his first nomination, and say what you want about Michael Easton, you know, being, you know, playing 6 characters on General Hospital, but there is something about Michael Easton that he's such an actor with depth. He can really give you the solid material for a story. And of course, it's, you know, the hating stuff, the drugs, you know, his addiction. I think it's going to come down between, popularity vote, Billy Miller. Who I think is going to win, John McCook. Because sometimes it's not about sometimes it is about the history, and sometimes it's just the way that it was delivered, the way that sometimes you don't have to be over the top to deliver a performance, a solid performance, you know what I mean? And sometimes I feel as though the Academy sometimes looks at that. They look at emotions than the big hoopla. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just feel as though, between John McCook, I would say this, John McCook and James Reynolds, both of them are solid actors who delivered emotional stories, you know. But popularity vote is Billy Miller, so we'll see. That's a tricky category.
It's tricky. I can't really make up my mind. I know I agree with what you say, and it's just hard for me to pick one out of the bunch. That if we want to go with who I hope to, and who would get it. Okay, what I'm hoping for is probably John McCook, just out of history, but I think Billy's going to take it.
Well, I'll take notes here, and then we'll discuss it on the next show and see how on target we are.
Awesome.
That would be good.
So the leader, it sounds like with everyone is going to be Billy Miller, who you would like to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Billy Miller will take it. I would really like to see James Reynolds take it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so hard.
Mind you, I won't be upset when Billy Miller does get it, though. He does deserve it as well. I have to say, sentimentality aside, they all are powerhouse actors. They're not in there, they're not in there by any fluke. But I think it's sentimentality for John McCook and Peter Bergman more than, because there were some other really powerful performances this year that were in the prenoms and deserved to be highlighted. And that's enough said on that. Let's go on to actress.
Okay, best
lead
actress. Are you ready? Look, Carolyn, one for you.
Well, two
Eileen Davidson, the young and the restless.
I know, but I like Elaine Davidson as well. But I'm a fan of Days. So
Nancy Lee Grahn, General Hospital. Marcy Miller, Days of Our Lives. Maura West, General Hospital. Laura Wright, General Hospital.
All right, I'll jump right in again. This absolutely is Maura West's year. I believe that she'll take it. I am so shocked that Marcy Miller made it through to the final. I don't think that she's a bad actress by any stretch of the imagination, but there were some other actors and performances that were submitted and made it through to the prenoms. It surprises me Marcy Miller made it through. I think it's absolutely Maura West's year. If she doesn't take it, I will be shocked. The fact that there are 3 General Hospital actresses in there does play a little against her. My runner-up, this is a hard one. My runner-up, I guess, I don't really think the Ashley performances that were submitted were as great as the Nancy Lee Grahn performances that were submitted.
You saw the submission?
So my runner-up would be, the submissions, yeah. My runner-up would be Nancy Lee Grahn. However, had they submitted different work, it would be Eileen Davidson.
We didn't see this. Did we actually see their videos online yet?
I don't know if they're online, but I was given a heads up as to what was submitted.
Yeah, I think the videos are released next week on Monday.
Oh, they will be?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
This is being posted. I know Billy Flynn released his on Twitter. He's like, for those who want to know what I submitted.
Candice, you're all muffled again. Sorry.
I'm not full here. Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah,
yes.
That's better.
Because I guess my turn. I got to say this. I was really shocked to not see Sharon Case, Judy Evans, and Kelly Monaco not on the list. I thought
Thank you.
Those 3 people that should have definitely been on the list, and I know that, a lot of people was pulling for Kelly. Even if you're not feeling it, she did deliver some of her best work in 2017. Sharon Case, another person who delivered. Judy Evans, I enjoyed her playing 2 roles. I always think sometimes, too, I think back to David Canary and Eileen Wheeler and, certain people who played big roles, they always was recognized, and I seriously thought Judy Evans deserved to be, among that list as well. I'm going to say my picks are Eileen Davidson and Marcy Miller only because, out of this category, Marcy is the freshman. She's never won. This is the second nomination? First nomination for her? And you're right. You got 3 GH powerhouses, and that could make or break. So I totally believe that it's going to be a shocker. Yeah, it's going to be a shocker. I think it's either going to be Eileen Davidson or Marcy. It reminds me of the Natalia Livingston times when Natalia Livingston won that year. It was like, what?
Yeah.
Well,
David?
Marcy Miller, they love her on social media.
They do, and that's
and one of them that's brought kind of a shot in the arm to Days and the storylines that they're giving her. I mean, she's pulling out all the stops the last month or so with this. Her personality is coming out. She's doing a good job. I was a little, I wasn't too pleased in the beginning, but she's pulled it off. She's doing a good job.
She's doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
However, like Candice said, Judy Evans deserved to be recognized.
Absolutely.
You know,
I
as far as General Hospital is concerned, I love Laura Wright. I will love her from beginning, middle, and end of my life. However, I do think that Kelly Monaco should have been looked at rather than Laura Wright based upon the work this year. Nancy Legrand, it's soap history, I think, that put her in the category, although her scenes were also powerhouse. But there were quite a few people who were overlooked based upon, history rather than the body of work, I think, honestly. And Maura West, evil vulnerability, she ran the gamut this year. And the scenes that I think were placed for submission, she definitely, What about you, David? What do you think?
I think Maura could take it away. Also, like I said, I think with the 3 general hospitals, they could cancel each other out, just like Candice said.
Yep.
But Maura's got it, I think, because between Maura and Nancy, I think each of them, they had such fine work. Both of them had such fine work this year.
So that's two. That's 2 votes. That's 2 votes for Maura West. Candice, what do you think?
I think. Well, I think it's coming between Marcy and Eileen. So I love a Cinderella story. So I would say Marcy.
Okay, 1 for Marcy, 2 for Marcy. I got to go for her. I mean, I only watch Days, so that's not fair. But so we got 2 and 2.
All right, David, okay. Best Supporting Actor.
Anthony, I think you and I got ours right. Listen to this in the list there. Okay. Wally Kurth, General Hospital. Chandler Massey, Days of Our Lives. Anthony Montgomery, General Hospital. Greg Rickhart, The Young and the Restless. Greg Vaughn, Days of Our Lives.
Oh, so 2 days. So.
Anthony said put both Gregs on the list, and he was right. They're both on the list.
Wait, didn't Casey Moss get a nom too?
Not in that. Let me see.
No, he's in Younger. That's right.
He's in Young. They put him in the Young Actor category,
that's right.
And I think they did that. Yeah, I think they did that for a reason.
Yeah. Candice, why don't you jump in first this time?
Okay, I'm so happy Anthony Montgomery got nominated. Yes! My list. He was actually on my list. I was like, yes. This is another tight one. You know what? They all deserve it. I'm going to just say that what everybody was thinking, the elephant in the room about Steve Burton. I'm going to look. Anybody who knows me knows this. Sometimes it's not always about the big to-die returns that will get you a nomination. And nothing. I'm not taking away from Steve Burton. I love Steve Burton. I'm glad he's back on GH. But, you know what I mean? Like, it depends on what he submitted as well. But I'm really, truly, truly glad that Anthony Montgomery, he got it. He had some really good material. And with Anna, and I just think they need to like give him like his own, like somebody else said, his own family on the show. Like he is a main key. He is solid. I love him. Chandler Mance. I mean, really, was anybody surprised Chandler being on this list? I mean, come on. He knocked it out the first week. He came back to the show. I mean, my gosh, like you can't have him come back. And I know somebody will say, well, Steve Burton came back, but that's a little different. Greg Rickhart. My man, can you tell I'm really excited about this nomination, this whole list, because they all deserved it. I mean, Wally Kurtz, super proud, of him, because he's well overdue. Greg Vaughn, first-time nominee, he's overdue. Who I think is going to win, Anthony Montgomery, who I know popularity-wise, it might be Chandler.
I'm going to go with, I think Chandler popularity-wise, it's splashy. He's a previous winner. I have a feeling it's going to be Chandler. Wally Kurth, I am so happy him and Greg got, their nods. As a runner-up, the other favorite is Greg Reichert. Unfortunately, I love Anthony Montgomery as much as you do. But popularity-wise and exposure-wise, it's Chandler Massey and Reichert that are the two leading numbers in this category. Now, Carolyn, two of your favorites are in here. Who are you going to choose between?
You're on the block now, Carolyn.
Oh, yeah, I know. Chandler Massey is never. I know a lot of people love him, and a lot of people wanted him back. I have to go with Greg Vaughn. I think this year he did a phenomenal job as well. But that's just me. But I know he I don't think he'll get it, but that would be my choice of the two. And I think right now Chandler Massey's he's kind of boring. The storyline is just, I don't know, do something. Choose somebody, do something.
Yeah, but Carolyn, those first 3 weeks he came back, he just threw in powerhouse performances.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
When he came back.
Out.
Yeah. And now he's
and
kind
those
of
scenes with him and Sammy too. With him and Allison, I should say.
I think with Sammy, they played off one another. That was fantastic. But right now, I don't know. I think he's just floundering. He just doesn't have the ones that he can play off of.
I don't see the chemistry between him and Paul.
No, I don't know. I don't see it at all.
David?
What?
Our fearless leader?
It looks like when they kiss, it looks like he really doesn't want to kiss them.
Well,
yeah.
I picked, my choices were in there from the last one because I picked Chandler and Massey and Greg Vaughn.
Oh. Okay.
So they're both in there. And, oh my God. This is tough.
So it's split.
I don't know. This is hard. It's split for me on those two. I like them all. I think they all did terrific work, but I really can't put a finger on who I think will get it.
Who's out? Like when they say outstanding, I want outstanding.
You want see the thing is I'd have to see what they put in.
I'm the only one saying this, but Greg Reichert's work was really good. This, between the, finding out Chloe was alive, he just turned in some great stuff, and he doesn't get recognized for his comedic. They give much more recognition to someone like Michael Easton, who pulls off dramatic and comedic as well on both fronts. Greg doesn't really get recognized for that, but he's a very good straight man, comedic-wise. Candice, you there?
I agree. Yeah.
I really think he's the dark horse in this category.
I agree. He is. I mean, Greg, when it comes down to it, he delivers as well. And you're right. Sometimes he doesn't get the credit, but it really depends on what. I always say it really depends on what they submit.
Absolutely.
You I mean, the Chloe stuff, the whole Mariah, but that's a tough one.
Yeah, this is a very tough category. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is tough.
All right, leader of ours.
Okay. Best supporting actress.
I've been tapped to keep time moving, so just so no one thinks that I'm being jerky.
Good.
Best supporting actress.
Marla Adams, Young and the Restless. Cameron Grimes, Young and the Restless. Susan Seaforth Hayes, Days of Our Lives. Elizabeth Hendrickson, The Young and the Restless. Michelle Morgan, The Young and the Restless. Jacqueline McInnes Wood, The Bold and the Beautiful.
All right, Candice, go for it, Candice.
I am so proud of this list because I got it right. Seriously, this is another category that everybody was like biting their fingernails on to see who was going to get nominated, and I believe this was the right list. This list,
absolutely.
And this is going to be the one. This is going to be the category that everybody is going to see who wins. If I had my way, this would be a tie because Marla Adams, just give it to her because. The praises, look, I'm getting all worked up like I'm actually been that I was nominated. But she delivered. The storyline is being heartbreaking, and she's been a powerhouse, And this is her first nomination in 50 years of her career. There you go. So, yeah, I'm so glad because it is a Young and the Restless heavy category in a way, but they all deserve it. Cameron Grimes, when she came up to her mother, she was questioning some things. That was a good scene. Elizabeth Henderson, nobody does crazy better. I'm just going to say that. This is going to be a tough category for them to pick a winner. I hope there's a tie. But that's going to be a tough category, and whoever wins, they do deserve it. I came and took out of this list. All of them are winners.
I'm going to say this. Let's face it. It's Marla Adams. It's Marla Adams. It's Marla Adams, and it's Marla Adams, and she absolutely deserves it. It would be a nod not only to her, but it would also be a nod to the writing. It would be a nod to a nice career as well. So all across the board, the nominations were right. Candice, you and I disagreed slightly on the Elizabeth Hendrickson. I'm so glad to see Michelle in there. Oh my God, I'm so happy. You didn't say who your tie person would be.
All of them. Everybody gets a
all right.
Okay, if I have to be real honest though, I'm gonna just go ahead. If Marla doesn't get it on, the person that I would love for her to be tied with is Michelle Morgan, because I feel as though her, when Devon was in the car accident and everything, that was so good. It was just You said it was an emotional roller coaster. So I would like for those two women to, win. My third pick, as my girl, I got to go with Cameron Grimes. So basically, Young and the Restless is going to dominate this one.
So I'm going to say real quick, it's Marla, and again, it's Marla. And if anyone listening to this show has any access to Marla or her people, a wonderful thing would be if when she's up there accepting, if she makes all the other ladies in the category stand up and acknowledges what a tough category this was, as per, a famous actress who did it this year at the Golden Globes, that would be a great moment. But it's Marla. CAROLYN? David?
Mama Adams.
Okay, so that's 2. 2-1.
All right, David, let's move on to younger actors.
CAROLYN didn't give hers, or didn't she want?
No,
oh my God, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not even going to go there with Susan Hayes because I don't even know how she got in there. Some of the bizarre stuff that goes on with her part. I know. I haven't even seen the other soaps, but no, I don't know what happened there with Susan Hayes. So we'll just carry on.
Okay. All right.
Unless anyone disagrees with me, is there even a chance?
No,
anyone like?
I was actually wondering. I was wondering if she has an illness we weren't informed about that they gave her the pity vote. Because I don't know why she's there either.
I mean, I think she probably submitted when she found out her son died.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So, you never know. Yeah. I mean, hey, she's going home with the Emmy anyway. She's going to be getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. So,
yeah. They're going to be giving her something. How many is it? 50 years?
Yeah. And she got Bill Hayes.
Years.
And she's so who goes on and on about everybody, but we all have a good memory, and she's tearing everybody apart. Well, her past is not squeaky clean, so that's what upsets me. Yeah. She's really hard on everybody, and it's like she's reinvented herself, and she's Queen Nice. No, it's not. It just doesn't do anything for me.
David?
Okay. Younger actor. Lucas Adams, Days of Our Lives. Rome Flynn, The Bold and the Beautiful. Tristan Lake LeBeau, The Young and the Restless. Casey Moss, Days of Our Lives. Hudson West, General Hospital.
I'm shocked Hudson made it all the way through. I did a double take. I did a triple take. And I'm going to do the same thing I did with Marla. Casey.
Well, you got my vote, and I think I think he's just come along so well in the last little while. Has been great. He's got a little bit more humility, I think, because of what's gone on in his personal life. I think it brought him down a couple of notches. So, and it showed with this the suicide, possible suicide. I think he did a phenomenal job with that.
Those scenes, honestly, were the best in all 4 shows all year long. I have to say, he did a phenomenal job. I'm surprised. Gabby, what's her name in real life? I'm really surprised.
David.
Yeah.
What's her real name?
What's her name?
Camilla something? Is it Camilla?
Camilla Bennett.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually really surprised that there wasn't a nod to that as well. But they played so well off each other, and he just knocked it out of the park. He was so vulnerable, so raw.
Yeah.
You know, I cannot see it going. Some of the other performers were great, but I cannot see it going any other way than him. Candice, baby, what do you think?
I agree. Casey Moss nailed it with that performance of Suicide. You touched on it. It was heartfelt. It was real. It was raw. I mean, if he doesn't get it, though, I mean, I think between Hudson West and Lucas Adams, those are the three that I would actually pick for this category. It's Casey, Lucas, and Hudson. They all were like good in their scenes, but probably I think who should get it is Casey. Who I think might get it, might actually take it, is Lucas Adams.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
And what was the part? What was the part? What did you like that he did?
With Lucas,
what was it?
When him and Kayla. Yeah. Those things, like when he first started on the show. And it's also annoying to him to keep up with icons of daytime. You know, I mean, you're with Pat and Taylor, honey. Like, you need to bring it. And I just he has a natural sense of acting.
Uh-oh, there's lots of noise. I don't know what the noise is. Is somebody cooking dinner?
Somebody's feeding the dog. I'm sorry. The pooch is hungry.
I thought it was just me that could hear it. Now, what was the storyline, Candice?
It was when Tripp first came and he had a vendetta against. I think he was going after Kayla. Was that it? Yeah, that was the gist.
Yep.
Just kind of him figuring out who Pat was and all that stuff. So yeah, his introduction to Salem, as I like to call it.
Okay. And David?
David, what do you think?
I'm tied between Casey Moss and Lucas Adams too. I can't. I'd be happy if either one of them brought it home.
And now to our blushing younger beauty.
Younger actresses? Okay. Best younger actress. Rain Edwards, The Bold and the Beautiful. Haley Aaron, General Hospital.
What?
Kate Fairbanks, The Young and the Restless. Olivia Rose Keegan, Days of Our Lives. Chloe Lanier, General Hospital.
Shocking. All right, I'm going to jump right in. You know I love me some Chloe. I think she's sadly underrated. I definitely am glad she is in the running. However, I think Rain. I think Rain.
Okay. I wasn't alone. Thank you. I wasn't alone.
No, you're not. I've been rooting for her for 3 years. She got to get it.
I totally agree. I mean, Chloe, look, not taking away anything from Chloe. Love Chloe. Chloe is a great actress. I mean, the character, that's a different story for another topic, for another show. But she is a good actress. She's solid. But Rain, with that decision, when her character was going through, should I have a baby? Shouldn't I have a baby? How is this going to affect my relationship? Da, 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 da. That was a good story arc. And I wish Bold and Beautiful would use her more. But that's just but you can't count.
She's going to be Phil Spencer's next woman. But go ahead.
I'm saying the Bold and Beautiful. Okay. But no, I think it is between those two. I do. Between Chloe and Rain. Let's go.
Well, it sounds unanimous there.
Yeah,
David, you agree too?
Rain Edwards.
Okay.
And yeah, Chloe's getting up there. I have to agree with you. So yeah, it depends what I want to see what she submitted, because I'm not one to, I can't judge on whole because I can't remember everything. So I have to see what exactly.
I wanted
to submit it.
Yeah.
I wonder if she submitted when she hit Chloe, when Nell hit Carly and says, what comes around goes around. You know, the one that was in the promo, I wonder if she submitted that scene where she slapped Carly.
You know, you made a point about other people in other categories, Candice, that I really have to piggyback on with Chloe. She's been up against, except for Chad. You know how I feel. Y'all all know how I feel about Chad. Beautiful to look at, but nothing else. Having said that, she's been placed in the running with powerhouse actors, and she holds and shines against with all of them, I should say. Those scenes also with Michelle Stafford and Kirsten. I mean, come on, yeah. David, let's take a look at digital download, digital drama.
Digital drama?
Yeah.
Okay. The Bay, the series? East Siders? Ladies of the Lake? Okay, I gotta see. Tainted Dreams, Venice, the series, and Zach and Mia.
All right, I'll jump right in. Ladies of the Lake definitely deserves their nom. We all have a personal love for Tainted Dreams. They definitely deserve the nom. The Bay, I have a huge love for, just because it's taken all my favorites, past favorites, and the storylines are pretty darn good too. Emma, absolutely deserve. They all deserve. I'm so happy to see this highlighted, but I do think it's Ladies of the Lake here.
I have to stay out because as I've only seen one.
Okay.
So far.
I've seen all of them, so I'm going to say this. I think Anacostia, the series, should have been nominated. I wish they would have squeezed that in, because Anacostia was so good this past year as well. With that being said, Ladies of the Lake, I really enjoyed. They have great actors on that show, and the writing and the direction of that show is so good. Everybody should check it out on Amazon. The Bay is everything. Okay, you're right. Yeah. They have everybody, that you've always dreamt of. That's the folks' dream there.
And they give them the scenes that you've always dreamed of too.
Exactly. I've been like, what would it have been like if this happened? You can't count out Tainted Dreams. Tainted Dreams is and I always say this, Tainted Dreams is the New York version of the Bay, like, kind of, because it has our favorite drama show, A Little Bit of One Life, as well as Young Light. And that story is really connecting to a lot of fans as well.
They love, social media loves Tainted Dreams. I think it's the dark horse.
Yeah.
I absolutely think it's the dark horse. Absolutely.
But you can't count out East Siders too. I mean, that's still kind of getting they do have a legit fan base, and they're still finding their way. I mean, it's on Netflix for those who want to know, and that's a good show too. They're not particularly tight.
They're good, but they're good. But I think Tainted Dreams just and just blew it right from the beginning. They haven't kind of just that's what I see. So
it's between Ladies of the Lake and Tainted Dreams, to be honest.
So what's the vote? What's the vote, David?
I can't. I've only seen one of them. I haven't seen them all.
Okay.
I'm going with Ladies of the Lake with Tainted Dreams as the dark horse.
Okay.
But I do have to say, the Bay is everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen last year's The Bay, but I haven't seen this year's.
Well, why haven't you seen it this year?
Because
did you lose interest, or you're just busy?
I don't have the track to see it. I don't have Amazon.
Okay. Oh, so it's not. It wasn't by choice that they just dropped off. Okay. Alrighty. Just asking.
I do have to say, Sheila Carter, Carolyn has your whip.
And when you were saying about dovetailing on other shows, why was Cassie DePavia not mentioned as a supporting actress? Why did they put Susan Hayes? Because I think she's phenomenal. That's back to days again.
You know what?
It's a history thing. It's a history thing, I think.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she left, and she was nominated last year, right? And she was going off the show.
Yep.
And didn't get anything, and then she picked up like right where she left off, and I mean she's doing a fabulous job right now. I mean I'm really she's standing her ground with on the show, but just my opinion.
To answer your question in a backdoor way, I take nothing away from the history of Seaforth and Hayes, but they're touted as like the be all and end all of soap.
I know.
God bless that they're married that long and they're happy and so on and so forth. But there's Judith Light. If you're really going to take the genre and say, who's brought us so much attention, who's been powerhouse. You take a look at performances like Judith Light, Erica Slazak,
yes.
What's her name? Paulina Corey. I don't remember her real name. And then you get somebody like Kim Zimmer, who's a great actress, but also not upper echelon.
When you start comparing and history, if you want to look at it that way, I totally agree.
Kim Zimmer was nominated every year.
Oh.
And I'm sorry, but so many of those years she just didn't deserve it. And that's the thing with Seaforth. And I think also, it's coming up on a major milestone anniversary-wise for her and Bill. So, God forgive me, but it's the history pity vote that got her in.
Well, as they say, all the politicking that goes behind the scenes. I thought, what's his name? Billy. Oh, I know
Billy Miller.
Chat on Dave.
Billy Flynn.
Billy
Flynn.
He was great on Twitter today. He said it just is because a lot of people were upset that he didn't get a nomination this year.
Yeah, it's real. He actually posted his reel up there too. Did you see it, Caroline? Where he posted last night?
No.
Yeah, he posted his reel, his Emmy reel. Well, what he submitted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he was very, very humble. He's a nice kid. I really like him, but he was good.
I thought he was going to go through too.
Yeah. So we all know it's the Emmys, the Oscars, the Golden Globes, all the politicking behind the scenes. We can give all our opinions and who we like and who we don't like. So we'll see. I kept my notes. I'll tuck them away and bring them out and see how close we were.
Mama! Why don't you read out all the talk show categories, period? Just read them out, and then we'll just take general general thoughts.
Talk show?
All the talk show categories. Well, we did all the drama. There's nothing left. Yeah, read them all out, and then we'll just give general opinions on the rest of them because this is a soap show, and I don't think, we really need to go category by category at this point.
No,
okay.
no, just...
Okay, give me a minute here. It's hard to bring them up. Oh, Candice, come on back.
Candice, I can't read it on my phone.
Candice dropped out. Her phone died.
Oh, maybe that's what was going on because she was kind of fading out and.
Yeah, I think there were power issues down there as well.
Yeah, she's charging
it up, but it was fun tonight. Okay, so I'm not sure she'll be back on. She's charging it up now.
Okay.
All right, so throw all the talk show and game show together, and we'll just read them all off, and we'll give general thoughts.
All right. Talk. Ellen DeGeneres, live with Kelly and Ryan. The Real, The Talk, The View.
Guys, continue.
Harry Connick.
Who?
Who? This is best host. Sorry, my computer is stuck and it won't go all the way for some reason.
Well, that makes it easy.
It does.
All right. You know what? Then I'm just going to go ahead and expound. Steve Harvey.
Okay, go ahead.
Definitely. Steve Harvey should walk away with 2 this year. He should get it for game show, and he should get it for best informative talk show. I'm so tired of seeing those ladies at the talk up there. So please, I'm a New Yorker. So please give a nod to Kelly. That poor girl. Every year she's nominated. She's the Susan Lucci of talk show nominations. She had to put up with Regis all those years, and now she's got to pretend like Ryan is interesting. Please give Kelly her due this year.
How did Ryan Seacrest even get that? I mean, don't even get me started. Don't get me started.
I feel like he's the male version of. He's the male version of the mannequin that came alive. I mean, seriously.
I'm telling you, they worked that girl. Oh, she's got to get something for just hanging in there.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm so tired of seeing them damn ladies at the talk up there. They're good. They are, but if anything, The View also really has pulled itself back together and definitely deserves some recognition. Steve Harvey, though. I mean, he just, personality-wise, he's phenomenal.
Oh, he's a master. Yeah. Next, David.
Okay. Next, you want to do Best Informative, The Chew, Dr. Oz Show, Steve Harvey, Larry King Now, Megyn Kelly Today.
Okay, Megyn, are you kidding? Seriously? Why? I feel the same thing. I love Harry Connick Jr. He is so wonderful to listen to and look at. But why? Steve. CAROLYN?
Yeah. I would say so. Yes.
And then Best Entertainment Talk Show was Harry Connick Jr. for Harry, Kelly Ripa, Ryan Seacrest Live with Kelly, Adrian Houghton, Lonnie Love.
Yeah. The talk. I mean,
that's The Real.
The Real.
And then Julie Chen, Sarah Gilbert, Sharon Osbourne, Aisha Tyler, Cheryl Underwood, The Talk.
Underwood. No. CAROLYN, we all know my opinion.
Yep.
I'll go with Underwood. David?
Yeah, The Talk seems to get it together. They have They have Julie Chen in there. What do you say? You want to do some recapping?
Sure.
I think so.
A little bit.
Yep.
What time is it? Oh, okay. 10 after 8?
It's about 8:05.
Okay.
Okay. Bold and the Beautiful. Bill is up. As of today.
Isn't Bill always up? On the desk, on the floor, in a pool, in the shower. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a different kind of up.
Yep.
All right. So here's my thing. They're doing such a bad job on the whodunit. Bold. You have such potential, and you've been blowing it for so long now. They misused Thomas coming back in. There was such potential for that. Bill is awake. It just gives another reason for Liam to cry like a little baby. That Steffi was proposed to. They set up the whole, why is Liam going to go back to Hope? Justin, though, I have to give a nod to Justin. Performance-wise, he's really come into his own. Maybe they should leave Bill in a coma for a little while because I really enjoyed watching him on screen. I'd actually love to see him seduce Sheila and kind of lure her back into her craziness, and the two of them just take LA by storm and go on a serial crazy spree.
That might just lift ratings.
Yeah. It sounds like a plan to me.
You would have all the elements: interracial relationship, crazy cuckoo, power hungry, and throw some sex in there. Have them have them in Eric's bed as the final, like Justin's final. He's going to finally drive, literally, Eric out of Sheila's heart.
Oh.
That would be, oh my God, that would be such a storyline. But, I really hate to see the Spectres go. They dropped the ball with that whole storyline too.
Oh, they could have even rehashed. I don't watch it, but they could have rehashed 20 years ago, and they could have had a great storyline going.
I know, the chemistry between Jacqueline McGinnis Wood and what's Sally's name in real life, David?
Courtney Hope.
Oh, well.
Yeah, Courtney Hope. The chemistry between them was so good, and they dropped the ball so badly on that. The chemistry with her and Liam was also really good. They, this Hope, why? She should have stayed in Europe. Actually, what she needs to do is pack some bags. She needs to sneak in Thorne's bedroom and pack his bags and just kidnap him and bring him back to Europe and go. Leave the Spectres here.
Isn't it? It's
Patricia,
but what?
Yeah, Patricia is such Patricia Dapko, Grandma. She's such a phenomenal character actress. She brings so much to the canvas. I would have loved to see her go, toe to toe with Don Diamont. That would have been some great scenes. I would have loved to even see her set her sights on Eric, and let there be a triangle, love for Eric, Quinn, Patricia, and Sheila. That would be phenomenal. To see the three of them trying to battle for Eric's love. They've just dropped the ball so badly in recent months that I'm so disheartened right now.
Well, I've tried to get into the other soaps, and I'll go in and I'll watch, but there isn't anything that's really drawing me in and catching me. And because I used to watch the Young and the Restless years ago, and the Bold and the Beautiful. I mean, I was one of the very first watchers with the Bold and the Beautiful, and I don't know, it's just not. It's not drawing me in as an old timer.
Is it because that Courtney Hope was only given 1 year on contract?
No, I think no. I honestly don't have any inside information on this. But I just think that the story didn't do what they wanted it to do, and that's sorely on the writers. It was just such bad writing that they just scrapped the whole idea.
So Anthony, you don't feel, even if it's bad writing, that the actors, they can't pull it off? Are they just going through the motions? What's your view?
No, absolutely. I mean, look at the scenes. Look at the scenes with RJ and the weird sister. What was her name? That was really bad writing, but her acting came through
Coco.
so well. Coco. Thank you. It was really bad writing, but the acting came through no matter what. But as far as fans are fickle, If there's not some redeeming, driving force in the storyline, then it doesn't matter how good the acting is.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Take Michelle Stafford. It's a perfect example. People hated and wanted her off the show the first couple of months in the Nina storyline. And then they tweaked it. They started really paying attention to that she did have comedic chops, that she did have crazy chops. They didn't want her to be another Phyllis, so they were trying to avoid the crazy for as long as possible. But then when they saw what the fans were saying, they went with it and gave – those scenes with her and Maura West were phenomenal. The scenes between her and Franco were phenomenal. So a good actress or actor can pull bad writing off, but this writing was just so bad. Nobody could, Sir Laurence Olivier and Vivian, I will never go hungry again. Vivian Leigh, thank you. The two of them could be Liam and Sally, and it still wouldn't work.
No.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's just, and then they're using the excuse. They're using the excuse that because Pearson wanted to leave, that screwed up Courtney's plans, and that's why they moved her over to Liam. But I don't know. I can't vouch for that, but that's what they're saying. That's what they were saying.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
And she wasn't sticking with anybody.
You have Rena Sofer, who, like, love, hate Quinn, the character. Rena brings it to every scene. You have, Rain. You have all of these great actors on canvas, on contract, and you're focusing, 90% of the show on Bill, Steffi, Liam, on the triangles, the various triangles. It's really sad.
Well, it gets it's getting old. It's getting old.
Steffi has become the new Brooke.
Yeah.
She's now slept with every member of the Spencer family, where Brooke slept with, married every member of the Farsa, every male member of the Farsa family.
They're just regurgitating the the old storylines, and it's getting old.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
I could close my eyes, just listen, and I could go back 20 years. I could close my eyes, listen, and think, oh, this storyline sounds very familiar.
I'd love to see Bill come out of this medical drama with some weird new lease on life and fixate on Rain, on what's her name on the show? Oh, geez, my brain is like farting today, guys. just as an apology, I had a 3-hour practical examination right before I got on this call, so my brain is literally befuddled.
Okay. Well, we'll forgive you. We'll forgive you.
But with Zende being off canvas right now, they need to bring her on with some great material. Why not have Bill say, "Ooh, I'm up for some swirl," and I don't want previously the one that used to have a man dangly. I want the real woman, and fixate on her. That would be fresh for both.
Yeah.
It would, or even Justin, who's really stepped up and shown what he's got. It's been a long time since he's had anything worth mentioning. Have him look and say, "Oh, your husband's gone. Bill's up in the hospital. I'll hit him with a hammer, put him back in the coma. Come see me, baby." Anything. Anything. The show is so stale. All right, enough said. Let's go to The Young and the Restless. Take it away, David.
I am not liking that they're making JT a child abuser or a spousal abuser.
Yeah, it does not fit the character's history. It does not fit at all.
This makes me sad because he's better than that.
That's a very
that
hard story. That's a hard storyline to do. I mean, I agree with social issues and things that are going on out there, but that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
They dropped the ball with the whole, hooker with a heart of gold. And I love the idea that they did it, but they dropped the ball with that. Then they just knocked it out of the park with Alzheimer's. So they rushed to get another one up and on canvas, and it just doesn't fit. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it were another set of actors, maybe. But the fact that I think what's really bristling people on the internet as well is the fact that they have a lot of personal issues in their lives. They were married. They went through a divorce. It was just a really bad choice for the show to do. Across the board.
Too much. I mean, you want drama, but you don't want too much drama, and it would be hard for an actor to come back from whatever they're portraying them as. And discussing that, I mean, the one that plays Gabby on Days, I mean, she's almost in every scene the last couple of months. And there was problems with bullying with her, 6 months ago, 8 months ago? I mean, it was getting really, really bad. So I'm glad that they're leaving her alone now. But it takes a lot for the transition, so they have to be very careful how they portray them. I mean, she might pull it off with helping Chad now that Stefan's after Abigail. So, and the fans don't like that at all. They want Chad and Abby. But they're handling it pretty well. We'll see. Well, it'll be her split personality. He's got a choice there now.
I just want to go back to The Young and the Restless for a couple of seconds. First off, love Nikki getting her some. Love Nikki getting her some. And what the some she's getting looks like it's real tasty. I think that the whole Chelsea exit was horrible. There was, because we didn't have show last 2 weeks ago. There was nothing redeeming about it. It broke my heart.
It did.
They're setting up the end game with Dina, which is nice. I'm so tired. As much as I love Hillary herself, I am so tired of them rehashing that storyline over and over and over again. There's bigger and better for both Lily and Hillary to interact with. The friendship with Phyllis is great. Having said all that, Young and the Restless, move it, because you're getting a little stale.
Move it.
Now, what's happening with Nikki? What's happening with Nikki on The Young and the Restless? Does she have a new love in her life?
I wouldn't call it love, but she's definitely got some love going on.
Oh.
She got her a hunky little construction worker of the Latin persuasion.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Slash Cabana Boy.
Well, even more than that. He's
hotter
the
than
man of the Rainbow Garden.
Oh, yes. And he is very handy, trust me.
Is he younger?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
Her son's age.
Oh. That's good. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I might start watching.
Go, baby. It's worth it for those scenes alone. It sure is. And I'm not a huge Melody Scott Thomas fan, but
no.
She's shining right now.
Oh.
She is.
It's all good. It's all
mirror,
good.
mirror on the wall. Who's the cougarist of them all? It is her. It is her.
I like that Victoria got sort of got the finger from Ashley and Victor. I feel like she was too smart to play that game with her.
I gotta say though, real quick, going back to JT for a second, it feels to me like they're setting up JT to be killed.
Mm.
It really looks like they're setting it up in the alienation, bit where just everybody's got something to pick with him. So it's going to end up being whodunit. I just feel it. So in 2 weeks, I may have a completely different opinion, but right now it feels like they're setting up a murder and a whodunit.
It seems something's going on, and next week is anniversary week.
Yeah.
And
so they got to have something exciting.
You're going to hear something exciting on Young and the Restless tomorrow. I can't believe what I read, and it's all coming from Marla.
Well, David, share. We're your intimate, close confidants and audience. Share.
Oh, you want to hear what I read? Okay.
Yes.
You know that Abby's been interviewing.
You can't drop that
Abby's
in
been
there.
interviewing Dina, right?
Mhm.
So, come tomorrow, Dina lays Abby and Ashley flat after Jack leaves, and admits during one of the interviews that Jack isn't John's son.
Oh! I love it. I love it. Everything I just said about the Young and the Restless, if I had a shoe, I would eat it right now. I love it.
That's tomorrow.
Bodie, get me a shoe. That's my dog. Bodie, get out of your shoe.
Oh, there you go. So that's throwing a wrench into things, for sure.
That is something I didn't see coming, because we all know Ashley wasn't.
Well, that's what I want. I want something that that throws everything up, turns the world upside down. You don't see it coming. You say, wow.
Too.
Yes. Well, that's what classic soaps are. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird because you know how it's set up. Right now, Dina is thinking that Jack is John. She's in that time period. And she says, I'll talk to you, and she says to him basically tomorrow, she says, why don't you go, I'll talk to you later, or something like that. She gets Jack out of the house and says, John, I don't want you to hear this. This is only for us girls. She'll say it like that. And right about now, I don't think her memories of Ashley now are basically gone. But she remembers her as a child. So that's where she is. That's where she is right now.
And it's gonna be a cliffhanger on Friday afternoon. Oh goodness.
who's Jack's daddy, and who, you know what? Since we're going down this road, who's Tracy daddy? 'Cause she don't look nothing like Jack. She don't look nothing like John.
No. Well, that could be.
Sometimes I wonder.
Carrying it on.
I like her though. I do like that. That's another character, going back to what we were saying earlier, that pops in and pops out just enough.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to dates. Again, I
right.
have to be the timekeeper. Let's go on to dates. Okay, you mentioned something, Carolyn, a few moments ago that I am very passionate about at the moment. I am loving every minute of Abigail and Stefan together. I am a huge Abby Chad fan. I do not want to see him back with Gabby because he's been stepped over. Although, if I had my choice, somehow Gabby and what's his name? Casey. JJ.
Go ahead.
Gabby and JJ would find their way back together. I can't decide who I like more.
I never liked JJ and Lanny. Never from the get-go. Never liked that.
Nope. Me either.
That mix. And
me either.
And I think what's his name, Eli and Lanny, like that. When they jumped into bed, was it New Year's or Christmas or whenever it was? I thought that would have been a good mix.
Kate's got to be salivating right now for some, let's call it beef Wellington. So why don't we just throw Eli with Kate? It's been way too long for her. So we'll throw Eli with Kate, and give a little swirl there. I'm not a big fan of triangles. Having said that, though, I will triangle the worlds between Billy Flynn, who's an amazing actor, and he's just so beautiful with those eyes. You all know that I love me Tyler. I love me Tyler. And she's phenomenal as either Abby or Gabby. And if she throws in a third personality, I'm all for it.
Well, to be honest with you,
the fourth one or the third one? The third one was Dr. Laura.
Yeah, we're throwing the doctor in there.
Oh yeah, but Dr. Laura can't sleep with anyone. I need another young one so that she can,
I don't know.
She
can. We don't know about that because by today's standards.
Oh, that's true.
The doctor could throw her license and everything out. I like this. What's his name? What's his name? David?
Tyler Christopher.
Yeah. Well, I think the chemistry with him and Marcy. Today I was laughing. I said, "Oh, she was." Did anyone see it today?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
She was undoing his shirt and pulled his shirt out.
I'm just waiting for her to reach behind her, grab a can of peanut butter fluff, and just. They're so good together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Billy Flynn's good, but he's like the good guy. I love it today when he looked into the camera. Stefan looked into the camera and he raised his eyebrow. I said, "Oh, this is priceless." Oh, and she didn't want to be alone. Anyways, it's the storyline's getting good.
It is getting good.
If they get together, it won't be with he won't be with Abigail. So I'm sure.
Well, you want drama. Now, my question is, since this is, I don't know if you know, so I'm going to ask Anthony because he's a GH addict. Is Ron doing his best? Well, compare it to Connie and what he did with Connie to what's he doing with Abby. Do you see?
Well, don't forget, Ron also is largely responsible for Tess, Bess, Wes and all the other Jets.
Wes
too.
I know, but I don't. I think not.
So
no,
this
not,
is this is his third go on this storyline.
Oh,
no, but
it is. Okay.
No, but they came into their prominency or whatever that word is, under his under his writing. So he may not have created them, but he created what they became and what they were. Yeah, he made them iconic. Then there was Connie. Lord, what the hell was her real name? So forgettable that I don't even remember her real name. Kate. Kate Connie. No, I don't think this is a rehashing of either of those two. No.
Which one is better?
Well, I think he's got a hold of Days, and he's got excellent actors there, and I've never seen as good at acting that he's gotten out of some of them in the last 6-8 months now. I mean, he's really dug his teeth in and doing a great job.
I don't know, when Dr. Laura came out, I literally I have a futon, so it's a little slippery if I'm not leaned all the way back. I literally almost slid off the futon. So I there is nothing about the way this is unfolding. People are like, now this is such a rehashed storyline, bitching and moaning about it. There is nothing about the storyline that I am not enjoying.
No, I think it's
it's fun.
It's been great. Yeah.
The whole drama over trying to find another place to hide the wig. Ron is wonderful at making dramatic moments, segue with comedic, intonations so well.
Well, even today, Chad said to Hope, you'd be a second pair of eyes, and Hope looked over because they're looking. Everybody's looking for him to be with Abigail, and Hope took a second look because he's there with this brunette. So, no, it's it's cool. It's cool.
What they need really is to give her a man personality. Just to throw it in the mix.
Yeah.
She could be Bill.
Gabby.
It isn't over till it's over.
They could call it Rappy and give him an Indian accent. Hello, boss.
Yeah.
Yes, boss. But that's just me being fanciful. I do have to jump a little bit, and I want to talk about Maggie, Victor, Eve, Brady, that whole mess that. I'm so tired of Maggie leaving Victor, Megan giving Victor an ultimatum. I'm not a big fan of the Victor character anymore. I go on recurring.
I agree. And this Hope and Rafe thing, I mean, Hope gave him the ring back, devastated him and whatever. What did she think he was going to do? And now she's being all prissy, and no, I don't like that storyline either. What does he have to do? Get down and beg and crawl and lick and he's still got to be a man. Come on, you broke up.
Yeah.
And get over it. You're as much to blame as he is. So.
Absolutely.
But I like Brady and Eve.
I love Brady and Eve. It's going to be a hard toss up between Eve and Teresa when Teresa's back. Because I really like Brady and Eve.
Yeah. So, and then
she's probably just going to come back in time when they finally get it together.
Yeah, they resolve everything. And now, does anyone know if Teresa's coming back? Like, is it just going to be in and out, or is she coming back, or does anyone know?
No, she's coming back.
No, I know she's coming back, but is it going to be a short stay, just to? Because she was basically she went away because she was trying to protect Brady, right?
Right.
So she's not coming back as a bad girl. She's coming back as a good girl.
In the official party line, she wanted to be free for pilot season. to give her all to try to find a primetime role, so on and so forth. It didn't happen.
Oh,
so
and
she
adopted her baby, right? I've read that she
yes.
wanted time with her family, so
yes.
it was a good
yes.
break. So
yes, but she is coming back contract wise, and the storyline that she's coming back on is a sex trafficking one, as well as the drugs.
Yeah.
I guess we just didn't know that he also was a sex trafficker as well as a badass drug lord.
Yeah, I read that somewhere, and as I say, she's going to come back as a good. It's really not that she, took off for Brady. There was a reason. It was to protect him and the baby, and da 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 da. So now poor Eve's going to be kicked to the curb.
What I'm guessing is we're going to get either, the night that he proposes to Eve for real, or, something of that ilk. He'll probably get a phone call from some Mexican, payphone in,
Cartel,
30 miles outside of Guadalajara. Brady, help. Where are you, Teresa? What are you talking about? Help. And then the line will go dead. And he's, got to rush off and leave poor Eve, hanging on to tape. But I thought you loved me. But I got to save your sister. Oh, it's okay.
I think Shane will come on and signal Brady.
Yeah, it might go down that way too. Shane is definitely slated to come back. So is what's her name? Patty Pinchface. I don't know what her last name is. Yeah.
P.
I call her Pinchface. But I just want to go back to Maggie and Victor for 1 second. Like, come on. She's the next one that needs to have some cougar blood. They need to draw this. They needed to draw this separation out more and give it some oomph. This is like the 6th time that she's, been done with Victor because she can't handle,
what he
either
does,
let her have a breakdown and go back to drinking, which I don't want to see. I don't want to see. But a good, falling off the wagon storyline would be fun, or have a handyman come on it. When Nikki's done, which we all know she will, she can't, she needs that mustache. She needs that mustache burn. When Nikki's done and she's back with the mustache, just push, send him over to Dave to work on the Kyriakis mansion.
And where is the butler gone? I haven't seen the butler for months.
Oh, that's a hard question, Carolyn.
That's a good question. I think he might be locked up in Grandma Audrey's attic with Liz's kids. Oh wait, wrong story.
See, they could bring in a new young butler in training.
Oh, yeah. And just have him always make him OCD, so he's always got to run and take a shower.
Yeah. Oh.
And honestly, I really wish I am not a big fan of the Back from the Dead storyline at all in any way, shape, or form. If I lived in Port Charles and anyone died, I'd be like, yeah, no, don't worry about it. They'll be back in 6-7 months. Oh, stop crying. They're not really dead.
I know.
Yeah.
But I would love to see Deimos come back. There's definitely a kind of hole.
I loved Vincent Nazari. I thought he was fantastic. When they killed him off, I was devastated. That was too bad.
I didn't like Gabby's father. What the hell is his name? It doesn't really matter because he wasn't worth it. I didn't like him.
Eduardo.
But Deimos, Eduardo. There's a big hole missing, and if they can find a way that he wasn't really dead, or he had a doppelganger that they killed because Deimos knew what was coming. I don't care how they.
And I loved Andre. Andre was another one. He was just getting on a roll after when he was back about a year and a half, and it was getting really good. And then I was devastated that they killed him off too.
You know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see Anna pop back in with an urn and she hands it to Kate. I think that would be such a wonderful moment.
Yeah, what's happened to Anna? She's just gone. Is she gone to bed and she's hibernating? What happened?
Roman locked her in the...
You're carrying the urn around for 6 months, and then all of a sudden she's gone. Does anyone know where she went?
Maybe Kate locked her and Roman in the attic. And, they might be having a swinger session with the butler.
They could be.
All right, let's move on to General.
Okay, we got to go General Hospital. We don't have much time.
Okay.
So, Carolyn, you missed some sewer swimming.
I absolutely
right,
loved Franco's breakdown. Loved Franco's breakdown. It was the perfect. It was Roger Howarth. Why has he not been nominated? If he is not nominated next year, I personally am going to show up at the event with big old signs and my whole body painted Roger Howarth. Those scenes were awesome. More or less, the turmoil between does she want to see Nell take Carly down, or does she want to do the right thing, I think is the perfect complement to where they brought the character so far. They're really on point right now.
She doesn't want to destroy any chances of getting Avery. And if she helps Nell, she destroys her own chances. More.
It's multi-layered, though. It's multi-layered.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to destroy, her relationship with Griffin. She knows that she's teetering on the edge with Kiki. She really does feel something friendship-wise for Nell, and she hates Carly with a passion. So there's like 5 layers to her turmoil in this whole thing, which is great. It was perfect the way they segued into it. Because everybody was like, oh, really? Hiring Nell? That's so typical. Yeah, well, maybe it was typical 3 months ago, but look what they did with it. Good for them.
Good for them.
I don't quite understand where they're going. I think they're trying to give us so much, distraction that we forget the fact that there was a reason that the Faison had Jason replaced, because that sort of has taken a back seat, and it doesn't look like it's coming back up front anytime soon. What else is going on GH? That's
only Peter would know that, sure.
Yeah.
So maybe once he finds out who Peter is.
Yeah, but I think with the whole Anna, is Peter really Anna's son? Anything that keeps Anna in the forefront, I'm a fan of.
Yep, I am too.
I love the bonding scene that they did today with Carly and what's her name, Kim. And there was a couple of, if you were really paying attention, there was a couple of little subtle moments where they were sort of laughing at the fact that Carly and old Carly are sitting there talking to each other. Kim said something about everything that you've overcome, and Carly said back to her, well, it's not like you're not coming from that kind of past either, or something like they referenced it without referencing it, which was nice for the longtime viewers like me. Nell spiraling off the rails is nice because it's a slow burn, but a nice slow burn. Michael, unfortunately, still looks like a mannequin in a store. Sounds like a mannequin in a store, and probably should be standing in a store because this. I love the new nurse. So hopefully when she realizes how boring Michael is, they'll put her with someone better.
Poor Michael.
Yeah, poor Michael. What else? Am I missing anything, David? What else is going on there?
Let me see. Not much. Just the sewer swimming.
Yeah, even dirty from the sewer, I take either one of those men or both of them. and the way that Drew has now kind of come fully out of the Jason personality, and genuinely you could feel the concern for Franco, a man that he's hated for years. When he saw that, it changed everything. It changed everything. I gotta give Billy Miller credit too. I really do.
I would love to see those two bond more.
I definitely would love to see them bond more. I'd actually love to see the two of them come out and come together, but that's a gay boy fantasy. But honestly, the scenes with them, when he was trying to pull Franco out of it and then locked up down in the sub basement that was filled with concrete, but somehow they had no concrete on them whatsoever. Okay, that it could happen in the alien world, but those scenes were I want more and more. Hey guys, I think we covered everything.
Yeah, I think we did.
We did.
And I wish everyone would not be. And I wish everybody would tone down on the. They need to be more vibrant and more expression.
Hey, we got a caller, but I don't know if we have. Let me just.
We have a caller.
Yeah, we do. I just have to say. I don't know if I have time. I can't reach it, so he can listen.
Carolyn, am I too expressive for you, honey?
No.
Let's see.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
You got Take Two Radio.
All right.
Soaps and Review.
Yeah, I used to be an avid. Huh?
I just said good evening.
Oh, hi. I used to be an avid fan of General Hospital. Never missed an episode for a couple of years, and then just a few months before Anthony Gary left, I started losing interest with General Hospital, and when they shipped out Steve Burton. But now that he's back, my question is, if somebody was talking about Faison and Jason, have they discovered who the real Jason is yet?
Yes.
They have.
Steve Burton is the real Jason for today, tomorrow, and next week. Who knows what will happen a couple months from now, but as of right now, Steve Burton is the real Jason.
Okay, so what are they going to do with Billy?
Billy is a character named Drew, who is Jason's biological twin brother. In fact, Heather did know all along that there was a biological, and she placed him with Betsy Frank. There was a storyline a couple of years ago where we thought Franco was Jason's brother.
Right.
And so now, actually, there really was a twin, and Heather had been sitting on that secret all these years.
All right, so Heather, who's Robin Mattson, did she come back?
She's on a recurring status with them. She pops in whenever there's a need for her.
Oh, okay.
There's no current plans for her to pop back in anytime soon.
All right. Now, Franco, who was played by Franco years ago, that's the only time I ever liked Franco. And the guy that's playing him now, I liked him on, I forgot what soap he came from. I liked him on that soap.
One Night to Live.
Yeah. But the way that he's playing Franco now, he's too much like the character from the other soap. So I don't particularly care for his characterization of Franco now.
Well, Franco had a brain tumor that was removed, which drastically altered his personality.
Oh, that's the writer's explanation. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Because nobody dies in soaps. Nobody has the same personality in soaps.
Nobody, no.
Yeah. Okay, so Steve Burton is back. That's good. How's he doing in terms of reprising his role? I liked him as Stone Cold Jason before. Is he still doing the same type of acting, or did he change?
He's Stone Cold 5 years later, and the best way I can put it is he's still Stone Cold, but having lost 5 years has given him just a little bit more introspection.
Okay, so he's lost a step. I guess then when he gets used to the role again, he'll probably step right back into it like riding a bicycle. I hope. I might start watching General Hospital again. All right, that's all I want to know. All right.
Give it 2 to 3 weeks. Give it 2 to 3 weeks and get a full breast of what's going on canvas, and I think you'll be hooked.
Well, maybe so.
It's gotten phenomenally better than it was when you left.
Has it? And I hope so, because when Anthony
really
Geddes left, the one really good, the best actor in soaps left, and that kind of really nailed it for me for not going back. But again, Steve Burton with Sonny, they were a good combination, and I'm hoping that that the chemistry will revitalize itself. All right, so
Sonny,
good.
by the way, Sonny has a new old father who has Alzheimer's, and it's really given Sonny some good material to work with right now. You might enjoy it.
He has a new old father?
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, Mike is not the Mike that we know from back then.
Right.
But he's a good enough Mike playing Alzheimer's.
Oh, okay. But I mean, is he the same actor or is he a different actor?
No, he's a different actor.
Different actor. Oh, okay.
But he's doing a good enough job that he could be the new old Mike.
Oh, okay. All right. So everybody's got Alzheimer's. I've been resurrected from the dead. We'll die tomorrow, and the script will change next week. And same old soaps. Okay, good. All right. Well, thanks, fellas. Bye-bye.
Thank you for
talking to? Who are we? Oh, he left. Who are we talking to, David?
I don't know. He didn't leave a name.
Oh, darn. We don't know if he's on Facebook or Twitter. Well, he was quite knowledgeable, and we usually don't get a mail that calls in.
I wonder.
Yeah, David, can you put on the Take to Radio Facebook page? Thanks for calling in. Leave a comment. Let us know who you actually are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can probably do that. He didn't sound familiar.
He did, but you would know better than he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He has an announcer type voice, but he certainly knew a lot about General Hospital.
How about that?
And I have a couple of friends that are male, but they're in the closet. They don't. There's no way. They said there's no way I'm calling in. I said, oh my God, you've been watching these soaps for like 30 years. So males are kind of skittish about calling in. They listen. I've got them to call and listen in, and they say, oh, the show's so great. And I said, well, call in and we'll discuss it. Oh no, I couldn't do that. I have one. Has been watching how old is he? 36, and he's been watching these soaps with his mother's. He knows more about it than I do. So I'm surprised. That was a nice surprise tonight.
That was a very nice surprise.
Track him down, David. Yeah.
I'll try. Well, I will try. I'll let you know.
David's got homework.
Yeah, I have homework. Any last words, guys?
My last words are what I basically say every week when I sign off. We have 4 shows left on air, and if you guys out there listening are a fan of 1 or 2 of them, give 3 or 2 of them a shot. As much as I don't like Bold and Beautiful right now, we need enough viewers to keep all 4 on the air. So consider branching out. If the commercials are boring, click on over. And, that's my final words. Carolyn?
Keep the soaps alive. We want you to call in. We want your views. Just keep the soaps alive. And we're having fun, right, guys?
Yeah, we are.
Absolutely. Oh, and it should be mentioned, congratulations to Days of Our Lives for getting another 2 years on air.
2 years.
2 years.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years.
Oh, I've always liked Days. That's how I got on the show, and I'm so glad that they've come into their own. Right, David?
It is.
And if Casey
Party
Moss
Pupper.
And if Casey Moss wins, I'll be just ecstatic. I've since the first day he came on the TV, I said, "Oh, there's just something about him. He's good." So I'm happy for Casey Moss.
So am I. So very damn happy,
everybody.
Actually. Good night.
Okay, David.
Good night, and we'll see you on April the 12th.
April the 12th. Okay, have a great weekend, everyone.
You too. I'll be talking to you.
Okay. Alrighty. Bye for now.
Bye.